YouTube channel where we affect lives, we affect businesses, and we affect the society. If you have not subscribed, please do. This channel is good for you. It will change your life. It will change your business. Yeah? If you have subscribed, thank you very much. Feel appreciated. So today, I bring you a story of a young man who has opted to follow his passion, to follow what he likes to do. A young man who is an international footballer. Listen to the end and definitely you will change your thinking. As a parent, he gives advice on what you can do to nurture the talent of your kids. Hey, welcome to my YouTube channel, Owen Mboya.
Thank you so much. Thanks for having me as well.
Start by telling my viewers who is Owen Mboya.
So basically, my name's Owen Mboya. I'm an international footballer. I've played in Spain, and recently I was linked with a club in Cyprus, second division, and I'm just waiting for the travel details so that I'll be on my way. But currently, I play for Ligindogo in Ngomru. So yeah, I'm 20 years old as well.
Wow, that is Owen Mboya. Could you also tell our viewers, Owen, how you got into the sports or the football career?
I love football ever since I was a kid. It was, I think, 6 or 7. I used to play with my relatives. They used to come and visit. So I think football for me has been something I was pursuing from the first stand, even before I started school. So yeah, I used to watch football a lot as well. So I think football is something I really love to get into and do in the future as well. So
Okay. Now, most young people and of course parents like us are looking into their sons and daughters becoming engineers, doctors, those kind of things. How was it convincing your parents that you want to pursue a career in football?
basically, I had to finish my secondary school. So I used to play football ever since I was a kid. So usually my dad would say like it would distract me from like my studies and stuff. But immediately I finished my high school, that's when my mom actually told my dad and me like, now that you're done with at least the better part of school, now you can like try to get more into football, see where it goes. So
Wow.
I was happy about that as well. So
Oh, that's mothers. So your mother could see you are more interested in football. Well,
yeah, and eventually my dad also took that path too, because every time they used to talk about it, I used to always push him and tell them, there's this after attend the tournament, after attend the games and stuff. So they used to do it half-heartedly, but then when I immediately finished my high school, they were like, let's just do it. If you want to do this, if you love it, it's your passion, just we'll do this to see where it takes you. So
wow.
that's just how I basically started. So
Yeah, I salute your parents. I salute your dad. He's my classmate. So I know anyone who has
yeah.
passed, anyone who has passed where I passed, they are very keen on these academic issues. I salute them. Now, so how did you become an international footballer? What did it take for you to become an international footballer?
So basically my coach in 2017 arranged an academy like training period for like a year in 2017, but then we didn't have enough what's it called, like capital to like get to pursue it. So in like 2019, that's when I got the chance to like go to Valencia in Spain. it's called Higher Sports Academy. So that's where I actually pursued the international football. So I got to play games. Um, I started signing for a team in Division 4 in Spain, and then this pandemic like stopped that, so I had to come back home. But then the manager at the High Sports Academy got a chance to like link me to a club in Cyprus. So that move, so the shift between Cyprus from Spain is what I've been waiting for due to the pandemic, it's been slowed down. So that's basically how I've, 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 I've played, I think, in Ligue Indogo for 2 years now. So progressing, getting better, and
Okay.
hopefully it's gonna be better. So
Yeah, it has to be better. It has to be better.
yeah,
So how much does it cost to be in that academy?
me, I think it costed £30,000 for like the whole year.
Uh-huh.
Therefore, they're like there's a fee for 3 months, which 5 months, which is £16,500, and then for 10 months or the year, which is 30,000.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Okay. What are those key things that are important for any young man listening to you today? What are those key things that are very important for you if you really have to become an international footballer?
The one thing I'd like to advise people living when you like go abroad, and if you really want to pursue football, is just simplicity. Because the difference between here and international or like abroad in places, they don't check on any like special. Obviously, special traits have to count as well, but the most important is the basics. Is your passing good? Can you move freely in the pitch? Communication, just the basics, movements, passing, and also, let's say if you're forward, are you tactical? Are you technically gifted? Can you defend? Can you attack? How many shots in a game can you take, and how many are those that you can put on target? So it's just the basic things that are most important. But if you're special in terms of dribbling, shooting, that's a plus for you.
Mm-hmm.
But if you're a simple player, passing, it's really important for you to learn the basics, because when you reach internationally, they don't check. Unlike here, they'll be like, you won't be taught how to like give a two touch in
Mm-hmm.
international, because they obviously think that you really have done it. So when you go to international areas, they just improve on what you have. They don't start from scratch.
Mm-hmm.
So
Wow, it looks like for you to be a footballer, you must be very disciplined. Eh?
yeah, definitely discipline has to count.
So
Yeah.
how was it being in Spain for the first time as a young person, just after school? How was it there? Are you able to speak Spanish or what happened?
So like the academy had Spanish classes every day. So we used to learn slowly by slowly. So the language barrier was when you get to train with the Spanish clubs, because there's academy, and then the academy can like link you to various clubs in Spain, or
Uh-huh.
Valencia to be precise. So there's where the language barrier comes in, because most of the Spanish teams just speak Spanish, don't speak English. So that's why we had to learn it. So
Okay. So what was
yeah.
your typical day like in the academy, from morning to evening? Typical day.
So basically woke up at 7:30 or 7,
Uh-huh.
then breakfast at 7:30, and then we'd like prepare ourselves. Then training for the academy would start at 9 a.m. So
Uh-huh.
we could be gym, could be football till 11 or 10:30 to 11. Then we shower, get ready for Spanish classes at 11:30. So we have
Uh-huh.
11:30 to 1:30 to study Spanish, 2 hours. Then lunchtime at 1:30.
Uh-huh.
And then it's just free time from 1:30 to like 7. Because like for me, when I had my Spanish club, I used to train on Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. And then
Uh-huh.
weekends would have a league games. So we used to train at like 8:30 till 11.
Uh-huh.
So from 2 till that 7:30, 8, just alone, I could sleep, I could watch some television, play PlayStation. Um, when I didn't have training, I used to do my gym sessions so that I'm free the whole night. So like Tuesdays and Thursdays. So that was my typical day in Valencia, basically.
Okay.
Yeah.
Does this career pay, Owen, or or is it just for fame?
Obviously, initially it doesn't, because obviously you're stepping into a new career. So the better you get, or like if you get to please the team that wants you, then you start to get paid. So for me, initially from August till like December, I just used to train and play. Then when it reached January, the Spanish team saw me as an asset, so they
Mhm.
started playing me in the league games. I used to be paid like 75 euros every week. So as bonus though,
7,500
not
euros
75 euros. That's like
oh,
8,000, 8K
per
in Kenya
week.
shillings.
Per
So
week.
yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So getting paid isn't something that, for me, I wouldn't take it as something that you need to be thinking about as much, because if you love something, you don't just do it for the money, you do it because you love it. So for
Mm-hmm.
me, being paid isn't something I look at and give it a priority. I just want to play football, and because I love it, I want to enjoy it. So being paid should be something extra, not something to put it as a priority for me. So
Wow, that attitude is great for someone of your age. You know, money is not everything. And as you rightly say, by the way, if you do what you love and you do it well, money will follow. That is true.
yeah,
Yeah, so when you play for a club, I'm trying to ensure that the viewers, especially the young people who want to be footballers, understand these issues. So, like when you are playing for the Spanish club, do they cater
yeah.
for all the other things, or they cater for your accommodation and everything else?
Basically, the Spanish club will cater for your, like when you're at the Spanish club, because right now I was with the academy, but the academy linked me to a club, so I used to stay with the academy but train with the clubs.
Uh-huh.
So what they do, the club would accommodate you on transport, so like they'll get you to the games and play with you. They give you the kits. There's water, there's food for that specific day of training or the game days. So
Uh-huh.
it wasn't like they never used to house me, because I already was housed by the academy. So
Okay.
yeah.
Wow. So, what is your parting shot to any young person listening to you today who would want to pursue his career of football?
um it's just, for me, I think it's simple, really. Just do it. Don't let your fears, or like people who don't want you to do it, make you not to do it. Because if you want to do it, then just do it. I mean, um because you can't force someone to do something that he doesn't want to, because
Uh-huh.
even if he does it, he won't do it with enough passion that he needs to. So I think also the people in his or her environment should look at it, or how do you want to do it, or what do you want to do with it, because that's the way it was for me. I never used to um I enjoyed studies, but it wasn't like something I would like do it in the long run, it
Mhm.
used to be my plan B, because football was my top priority, and I made sure that anyone and everyone who knows me ensures that football is what I want to do. So the advice I'd give to any person who wants to do football, or basically anything, just make sure that everyone and anyone knows what you want to do, and that you're doing it with the passion that it deserves and the hard work that it needs.
Advice would you give to parents? Because sometimes parents start asking their children to do what the parents never did or what the parents want them to do. What advice would you give to a parent listening to you today?
I'd say it's fine, because we obviously raised in different cultures and stuff. So like in African terms, people think that football doesn't have any, or basically sports as a career won't give you any profit. So usually people say school is the best, jobs and stuff. So I just tell parents to I think just think about your son or daughter, because it's her who wants to do it. If you try to force your kid to do something that he's not doing it because he wants to, he's doing it because you told him to. So the kind of effort that he put on it won't be as similar as if you told him, you know what, do you want to do sports? Then I'm gonna support you better than, you know what, I know you want sports, but I want you to do engineering, I want you to do business. And the person who wants to do business doesn't have the heart for it, but you're like forcing it into him or her to do it. So I just advise them to just talk to be communicating to your child, and hopefully you can get to see an agreement. If you can be able to do both of them at the same time, that'll be nice. But if one or the other has to be cancelled, I think there should be a very good communication between you and your kid. So
wow. It's the story of one Owen Mboya, an international footballer. Hey, like this video, leave us a comment, and share this video. Yeah, and of course, subscribe. Thank you very much, and God bless you.